Good morning, my viewers, watchers, friends, followers, subscribers from Nigeria, across motherland Africa, here in the United States, in around the world. I bow for now. I greet you guys. Thank you. Congratulations to Donald J. Trump, the 47th President of the United States. We run a great campaign. And I congratulate Kamala Harris because what she did was fantastic. From just a few months of being drafted into a presidential election that nobody thought she was going to be a part of. And then coming out with that stunning performance, man, that is incredible. So congratulations, Kamala Harris. Don't feel bad. You have a brighter future. You have age on your side. You have something upstairs, and I know you have something to give to the people of America. So don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't go down. Come back again and do it. I know you can do it. But today, now everything in America is settling. You see how magical America works. And now it's settling. Donald Trump has taken the stage. He's been addressing his supporters and the people of America. Hopefully, he made a statement that was inspiring that it's time to bring the country together. So we are looking forward to seeing that happen. Now back to business in Nigeria. And today's focus is going to be on Delta State, where I was born 62 years ago. I was born 62 years ago. Yes, I am from Delta State of Nigeria. By tribe, if people want to know about my tribe, which I don't care about tribe. I am a Nigerian. I am a global personality. I'm a global citizen. But some people always want to know where this is. So those who want to know, I'm Ika. All right? And what I am talking about today in this broadcast is about the arrest of the immediate past governor of Delta State, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. Ifeanyi Okowa and I happen to come from the same place, from the same ethnic group. That was why I decided to tell people, let it known to people that I'm an Ika person. So, and I'm a social crusader. I'm an activist. My type of activism is not the type that you see in Nigeria. I don't make noise to get political appointments. I am a Rasta. Rastas never seek political appointments. Never. Never, ever. All right? Rastas can run to represent the people, not to be appointed by anybody, because Rastas have minds of their own. I've been approached, for political positions in both distant and recent past. But because of my belief as a Rasta, I will turn them down. I've been approached with money to stop talking so that Nigeria will continue business as always. And then the people are suffering like they are suffering right now. Yes. The leadership in Nigeria do not listen. Hey, Gosman, how are you? How are you? Nice to meet you. Congratulations to Trump 2024. Congratulations. So that's by the now. I'm back now to the business of the world, starting from my own country. So I hope you continue to tune in and follow us everywhere we go. And we're going to be talking about El Salvador, things that happen in your own country of El Salvador. We're going to talk about all that. All right? We're going to talk about world peace. Yes. Yes, Gosman, I'm doing very well. Don't you see me? I am as happy as ever. Politics is not a do or die business. Yeah, so we have done it, and the people decided who they wanted to be their president, and we are okay. Are trying to address right now. Okay? So we are hoping that Donald Trump will be a good president. and of doing what is good for the people of the United States, and then being a good global leader who will be able to bring the whole world together and let the business of the people of the world be done. So we stop shedding blood. Yeah, I hope you'll be able to focus as quickly as possible to bring an end to the wars in Ukraine, in Gaza, and the confusion everywhere, especially the war in Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, because the people who create these wars are imperialists. You know, some of them are from here in the United States and especially Imperial Europe, who are driven by economic resources that has kept the whole world on the ground. Yes, I'm doing well in that. So we are talking about what is taking place in Nigeria. So Okawa shares the same ethnic background with me, Ika ethnic group. And you know what? His mother, his late mother, was from my hometown of Abavo. So we are that close. So that's why I laugh at some people, who were saying that, there is something much more than being, an activist with what I'm doing. I don't need money from him. I don't need money from anybody. If I can talk about the Sultan of Sokoto, Fulani Sultan of Sokoto, I can talk about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the drug dealer. I can talk about Kashin Shetima, the terrorist, who are occupying illegitimately the seat of government in Nigeria. Why should I not talk about Okawa? If I cannot talk about Okawa, with whom I share a tribal background, I will have no moral justification. I will not have no moral platform to stand on to hold Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, so they say charity begins at home. And I'm happy that my charity has always, long time ago, began from home. Yeah, so that is that. So I want to tell the people of Delta State, especially those who are kicking, and we know what drives those who are kicking, who are angry, who are mad, who are saying that Okawa is being witch hunted and stuff like that. This guy is a criminal, like his predecessors. Ibori stole 8 years. He wrecked Delta. Ibori was caught shoplifting in England. Yeah, in the UK where he was living. He was caught. It's a shoplifter, shameless shoplifter. And shameless people of Delta, yes, they knew all this because the British authority did a well scripted documentary on James Onanefe Ibori ahead of time so that the people of Nigeria, especially the people of Delta, could see and then make informed decisions. Nigeria is a country where people see criminality, they see good people, they will choose a criminal. That was how they chose Ibori as governor. They chose a criminal who was arrested and prosecuted successfully in the United Kingdom. A thief, common thief. He was operating a cash register. He was stealing money from cash register. And he didn't know that the cameras were watching him. This guy is a goddamn thief. But my people of Delta, I tell them that for the most part, the people there mostly are mentally troubled. Yeah. Which sane person will elect a thief as governor? A thief caught stealing money. And then you put him in charge of managing a budget. You put him in charge of managing your treasury. He made good use of the opportunity he had to wreck the state. 8 years of wrecking the state. Tony, hey, nice seeing you here. Yes, bring some more people in. Share this broadcast with your friends so they can hear. We are not afraid of speaking the truth because men of truth are hard to find now in Nigeria. Everybody is hiding. One, because all of them, everybody is involved with this corruption thing. So they take favor. Like what Bob Marley said, never make a politician to grant you her favor. Because they will always want to control you forever. He said, that's right. Never make a politician grant you a personal favor. A politician never gives anything for free. Anything he gives you against and ahead the next election. You become a slave to him. That's what they want. That is why stay away. Know your right as citizens. So when anything that is rightfully yours as a citizen, nobody can contest it. Nigeria is a country where when a politician does anything with their government money, they make it look like they are the ones doing it for the people. They are the ones, they are doing their jobs. They are supposed to be doing their jobs like the teacher in the classroom is teaching, the police on the road is policing, the firefighter, yes, driving the fire truck, doing their thing. They deserve no special commendation. He chose the job. He applied to be a politician to represent people. So when they do execute project, why do you have to make it look like they are the ones bringing their money to do those projects for you? And then you have to, be thankful to them and give your lives to them. This is what Nigerians don't understand. You see, the brightest Nigerian, the most educated Nigerian is having problems with understanding his basic human rights. Now, let us go. Before I continue, your basic human rights include your right to your life, your right to choice. Yes, like Americans made your choice yesterday, okay, based on what they perceive, the right to freedom of expression. See, I am speaking right now based on information, based on knowledge, right to freedom of association, the right to be able to relate with anybody, regardless of where the person comes from, regardless of what the person worships, the right to choice of worship, and right to self-determination, that you, created by the Almighty God, endowed with all this right, have a right to be whatever you want to be. Nigerians don't know that. The people of Nigeria think that everything government says is the truth. Everything a government radio station announces is the truth. The government is the Bible. They are the judiciary. They are the everything. Nobody contests anything. So when a criminal comes into power in Nigeria, he wants to do something, maybe to show sign that he's leading. He does something. The people of Nigeria will go and be worshiping him. You construct road. They construct road. Out for the 28 years that I've been in the United States, yes, that was my daughter calling me about the election. Well, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to have to, talk to her about, outcomes and how to accept the way elections go. Anyway, so that's the way it was. So the people of Nigeria, the people of Nigeria, they have problems with not understanding or with understanding their basic human rights and their rights as citizens of Nigeria. That is why every opportunity that I have, I teach it. I teach it so that the people can wake up. When a politician does anything, what he's supposed to do, you don't need to kneel down and thank him and praise him to high heavens. Because you are supposed to even be praising the teachers who are teaching your children. You are supposed to be praising the police who are supposed to be doing their jobs, even though the police in Nigeria is a very corrupt organization. They don't do their jobs well because of the system. We have a serious leadership crisis that makes the country not work. Yes, the Nigerian people are supposed to be thanking the firefighters more. But unfortunately, again, that is another sector that is not working. We have old dilapidated fire trucks in fire stations. When there is fire outbreak, they don't have water, to quench fire. So that's the thing. The Nigerian people are supposed to be celebrating the ambulance men. Men, my people of the world, when you see an ambulance in Nigeria, you would think like it's an ambulance in the hell. That's absolutely not working. Only what it carries is the cabin. It looks like an ambulance, but to get inside, there's absolutely nothing. People in emergency situations are transported in the worst and the most unprofessional means. And that is why somebody who has a heart attack or somebody who has a respiratory occlusion will die before getting to the hospital. Because the people are poorly trained, the material, the vehicles are not the type suited for transporting people with such emergencies. That is where we have a big problem. And then we have this young man, Governor Okowa, slightly older than me. He's a medical doctor, a failure in medicine. He never practiced medicine up to 2 years because politics is the biggest industry. Yes, money-making industry. He abandoned his profession. I doubt if he's able to take temperature right now or do blood pressure. I can tell you that he won't know how to do them anymore. And now he saw politics and saw money. He started climbing, climbing up to becoming a governor. Before he became a governor, he started from being a chairman of a local government. He wrecked the local government, progressed into becoming a commissioner. From there, he became secretary to the state government. From there, he came back and became a senator. And from there, he became governor, two-term governor. That is the resume. There's nothing, no professional resume for him as a medical doctor. Now, if I write my resume as a nurse, starting from Nigeria to South Africa, the long resume I have here in the United States, I don't think 5 pages will not be enough for me to write my experiences. These are people who just left school and they don't have any experience, no iota, no professional thing. He has never been supervised by anybody. He doesn't understand what subordination means, and all of a sudden he became a politician and is directing people. And we have one like that now, the local government chairman of my local government chairman. Yeah, as it stands right now. He just graduated a few years. Now I'm not sure he's up to 2 years with an engineering degree. I wonder what kind of engineering he is. Yeah, engineer he is. He has absolutely nothing on his resume. But today he's the chairman of our local government area. And people celebrate people like this with absolutely no leadership experience, absolutely nothing. The reason he perhaps maybe perhaps he was a better thug to one of the politicians, and they put him in there. And that is what we are dealing with. That is what we are dealing with in Nigeria. That is why our country has failed. Do you want us to talk about the rogue president of Nigeria? What experience does he have? Absolutely no experience. The only experience he has is about stealing. Everywhere he went, he stole. Yes, the same, his vice president. What experience does he have? Boko Haram. They are like that. You see lawyers, young boys who graduated from law school, they don't have any experience with going to the court. They don't even know anything about court proceedings. They jump into politics. And then they'll be calling themselves lawyers. What the hell are you? That's the type of the situation. That's what the type of the leadership Okowa represent. And the same thing with Ibori. Maybe Odwanga had a little bit of professional experience working in a hospital, but the rest did not have any experience. Politics is the biggest industry. The only industry in Nigeria is politics. Everybody is in it, doing one negative thing or the other, and their country is sinking. How can a country be driven by blind men? How can a country be driven by carpenters? How can a country be driven by roadside mechanics? Yeah, that are not suited for leadership. That is why Nigeria it is. So when they go in there, all they want to do is grab. They don't care about the country. They are most unpatriotic. They are most irresponsible. They are most insensitive and insensible. They are most, just you name it, greedy, destructive. And that the most painful aspect of the situation in Nigeria is that you have high profile professionals. You have high profile academicians in Nigeria. I'm talking about professors in the universities, closing their eyes and becoming subordinates to these dropouts from school who don't know a damn thing about anything. They subordinate themselves to them. You wonder why Nigeria is lying prostrate on the ground? That is that tragedy of leadership that brought criminals that all over the place to be the leaders of people, including good people. They will tell you that politics is a dirty game. Politics is dirty in Nigeria, so dirty in Nigeria because the good people allow dirty men to take over. And the dirty men took their time to build a big foundations for themselves that it becomes most difficult for good people to come in. Did I not go in 2019 to want to run for Senate? Yes. And then these people alter the mindset of our people. The ordinary person in Nigeria doesn't even know a damn thing about how to make a choice of leadership. Give them money. Give me the money. You give them the money, you are the leader. That is why their country is dying. That's why terrorists are their leaders. That is why brigands have taken over Nigeria. And that is why the like of Okowa'S came. 3 in a row, 3 criminals. Uduanga, James Ibori, governor from 1999 for 8 years that he did. Then Ibori, he handed over to Uduanga, his cousin, another 8 years. And then that one, when he finished, handed over to Okowa'S. Trinity of thieves. Trinity of thieves. They destroyed the state. Yes, an oil-rich state that could be better and be more developed than United Arab Emirates. Because what the state of Delta collects from the federation account is a lot. So they don't want to do anything. They are not ambitious. They don't want to do anything to grow the economy. They don't develop other sectors. Every month, they are waiting for the allocation from Abuja. I've had the opportunity of living in Texas for 28 years, going to 29 years. I see the size of the Texas economy. Texas is home, I think, the biggest oil producer in the United States. I've driven through the oil fields in Texas, and actually made a video documentary of how things are done. Show them the vegetation and that people live around the oil fields in Texas. No, in Nigeria, they will not take that seriously. Yes, they will allow all the companies from here and other places to come and do what is not allowed in their home countries, to destroy their environment. That is why the Niger Delta is hell on earth. Yes, so for those of us who are watching on YouTube, you see the thumbnail that I did. You see a woman bending down. Yeah, I decided to put that, a woman bending down. That woman is supposed to be a fisher woman. She was trying to look for what we call crayfish in Nigeria. But whenever she puts her bucket to get some of those crayfish, what does she get? Oil, raw oil, or from oil spillage. And the environment is destroyed. And nobody is doing anything. And that is the story of Nigeria. They don't want us to talk about it. As we speak, I receive a lot of death threats. But who cares? Yes, as far as I'm speaking the truth. That is why I will call any person defending Okowa'S, any person raising his or her eyebrow about the arrest that they made of this criminal, the daredevil criminal. Any person who is raising shoulders, raising eyebrow, crying foul, you are a criminal, you are evil, and you should shut up. And that is why I'm saying that. There are some young men, they call them. Anyway, I know they are doing whatever they are doing for money. They put up a statement. And the signer of that statement is a young man that I know very well. I'm going to have to call Lucky, to stay away from that nonsense. But I think he should know better than that. And he has had the opportunity of traveling outside Nigeria, to see how things work, at least in the place that he went to. For him to be the one putting up a statement, threatening Nigeria that they should not do anything to Okowa, a criminal, yeah, who run down the same. And the place where this young man comes from is the most the most abandoned place in Delta State. Yes, in Dokwa area, we know Okpai supplies electricity to the whole of Nigeria, but Okpai is in darkness. What is produced in their place, yes, they don't benefit from it. I'm so disappointed. Lucky for real, that you are. I'm supposed to be calling you privately, but I'm really angry. The reason why I'm addressing you publicly is because you put your name behind people who are threatening Nigeria about arresting a criminal. Yeah, and some people are citing the issue of Yahaya Bello. If the people of Kogi decide to keep quiet for a criminal who wrecked their state for 8 years, that is their business. But you all know the position I have taken if you are following me, because the part of the problem is when you speak the truth, you don't have a lot of followers, especially from Nigeria. The Nigerian people hate the truth. They hate men of truth. When you tell them the truth, they will not follow you. So they can play all the ignorance to the truth that they know how. But we are not going to change who we are to come down to the level of those scums of the earth for whatever reason. No, that is not going to happen. Never. It will never happen. So we are going to continue to hammer the truth, into the heads of our people until they see sense. If they still have not seen sense, Nigerians have not suffered enough. That is why sometimes some of us will say we don't pity them. They have not suffered enough. Those people love misery. The people of Nigeria, they love hell. They love those who cheat them. They love those who rob them. They love those who exploit them. They hate those who tell them the truth. They despise us for the stance we have taken, for our country. But I think it's the best thing to do, to stand out. And that's the best way of demonstrating patriotism. Yes, and that is the greatest problem we have. We have people coming out in the public to demand for the release of this criminal. Yes, a criminal who borrowed 150 billion naira to fund a dead on arrival presidential campaign of Atiku. A young man who decided to change his tribe in order to fit into the vice presidential slot, that somebody created to despise another the Igbo tribe, is desperate. Yes. So that is why. So and there's another young man they call Okowa'S. I saw he was threatening yesterday, because their usual threat, what they have, the governors of Niger Delta and the politicians from there, what they do, they use the oil pipelines as a bargaining chips. Don't be surprised that they will pay some people to start blowing up oil pipelines. That's what they do to blackmail the country. We cannot continue like that. Mr. Okowa'S, I sent a message to you yesterday. I think his name is, he has a fake name, pseudonym that he used. He collects from, today is an activist. Tomorrow is working for the government. I hope he's not the one they call Fejiro. Yes, Okowa'S, you are warned. You are a government activist. You are not an activist from heart. If you want to see an activist from heart, come to me. Let me show you. Let me teach you. You are a hungry young man. So you make noise to blackmail the people and blackmail the system. So they give you some money and then you keep quiet. Let me stop short at calling some more names. The fake activists. Majority of the activists you hear in Nigeria are fake. They are driven by their stomach. All right? When they shout and then you give them pacifiers, that's it. That's enough for them. And then when they are broke again, they will create something else to get the attention of those in authority. Yes, corrupt people. You can't do that to me and get any. I will arrest you and prosecute you for blackmailing. But that's what they do. So now we are telling them we are going to mobilize, yes, to ensure that Okowa'S goes to jail. Not just only him, the current governor of Delta State knows everything that Okowa'S stole, because that was how he became governor. He collected his own part. So he too should be prepared to have his day in court. Maybe now he enjoys what they call immunity, right, against prosecution. But if Okawa is taken in and jailed, your case is going to come up. You'll be jailed too. And all of Okowa'S boys, yes, you know yourselves, all of Okowa'S boys, the investigation should be extended to all of them because it's a big network. All the members of Delta State House of Assembly during Okowa'S reign, excluding maybe perhaps the new ones who were not there, they all should be rounded up because they are part of the circus of stealing that brought Delta State on its nose. If we want to be serious about fighting corruption, we must fight it. To EFCC, the chairman of EFCC, the man who appointed you is a criminal. He's a rogue, he's a drug dealer. You know, you have his record. He was prosecuted here and convicted, but he did a plea bargain for which, as a result of which he paid nearly 500,000 US dollars. And then he was asked to return to Nigeria. He came to Nigeria, he became a senator. And from being a senator, he became a governor, two-term governor of Lagos State. Then during this process, he took more than half of Lagos State in his pocket. All right, most of the lands in Lagos and the property in Lagos, he owns them. The tax collecting agencies in Lagos, he owned them. So he put the entire state in his pocket. All right, now he appointed you chairman of EFCC. We want to see how you are what you are going to do to prosecute him, because that is why a lot of people are, don't take the EFCC seriously. Yes, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot be brought down on account of his corrupt past, and that is that crippled the Lagos State, and that which he has extended into Nigeria, then you cannot be serious. And that is why they are asking you, people are challenging you about, you vow that if you did not prosecute Yaya Bello, as governor of Kogi State, that you will resign. We are waiting for your resignation letter. All right? So don't go to sleep thinking that we have forgotten. Well, this case of Okowa, yes, well, you must prosecute everybody, including your Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Yaya Bello, everybody, so that people will continue to take that agency seriously. Okowa is very lucky that it's not someone like me that is a EFCC chairman. He would have long gone to jail. But it's never late. Let us see how it goes. In case of Ibori, it took Britain, it took Imperial Britain to go and catch him, where he was holed up in Dubai, to bring him back to the UK to try him, and then sentenced him accordingly. We thank them for that. I don't know, I think they are mad that, somebody that they caught before he became governor, he was caught shoplifting, and then they deported him out of Nigeria. Went to Nigeria, Nigeria made him a governor of an oil, the richest oil state in Nigeria. Yeah, Delta State. He sat on Delta State and stole everything in there. And then he returned to Nigeria after he served his jail term. He returned to a red carpet reception. Yes, this is how I tell you that the people of that state, and by extension Nigeria, something is wrong with the minds of the Nigerian people. Something, their heads, something is not right. You see Nigerians with vote face be celebrating criminals. And then they will come back with another hand, crying, asking for help, crying, begging. Yes, what you did by your active involvement, your passive involvement, and through your conspiracy of silence. Now, I'm here. How many Nigerians follow the truth that we represent? I'm telling you. But thank God we are crafted to do what we are doing. Otherwise, if it was a normal human thing, would have been tired and fallen by the wayside. But we are not going to give up until we build that critical mass of critically thinking critically conscious Nigerians to take on the Nigerian system and bankrupt it. Yes, we come from a country where someone like the Sultan, Fulani Sultan of Sokoto, Madam Fodio Fulani Sultan of Sokoto, yes, told the people of Nigeria that we should stop castigating leaders and instead leave them to be dealt with by God. Why is he saying that? Because he's a corrupt man. because he has taken money. He cannot open his mouth to talk against the person who paid him up. Yes. Yeah. Hey, bless up. Hey, cheer up, lively up yourself. Don't worry. It's never the end of the world. The good thing about America is America cannot be led entirely by a dictatorship. America has a lot of mechanism. Yes, we have to be all right. Okay, just be yourself. Stay away from trouble. Hold on to your rights. You have it. But America has a system that works. Yes. Don't worry. You did your best. You did your best. All right. Most of us did our best. But we have heard the president-elect of the United States. He said he's going to unite the people of the United States. So we look forward. We look forward. Yes. It was surprising what happened in Michigan. Well, I think the people were angry because of the economy. I think the economy played a big part of the choices that the people made. So, but better than by and large, I want you to rise up, rise up, rise up, cheer up, cheer up. It's only 4 years, all right? It's only 4 years. We dealt with the past how many years? We are going to be able to overcome these 4 years, and we are hoping that it gets better. Yes. No, don't let that bother you. Don't let that bother you. Let your citizenship of America speak for you. So that's the thing. If you were in Africa, I would be a little worried. Let your citizenship of America speak for you. Nobody will deny you access to opportunity. Here, I know that one for sure. So because you did not vote for Donald Trump, no, that's not going to happen. So my brother, just wake up, get up, stand up, and be yourself, and be the American you are. All right? Good, good, good. Maybe you should move to Nigeria. Well, yeah, we are going to make Nigeria work better. That is why we are talking right now. So if Nigeria gets better, we can move to Nigeria. You can move to Nigeria. Nigeria is a very beautiful country. That is why we are angry with what is happening in that place. But we are hoping that we will get the type of Nigeria we want in no distant time. It's a work in progress. So thank you very much for your support. And I tell you, lively up yourself, like Bob Marley said, okay? Because if you don't do, nobody is going to do it for you. Do not allow fear, allow anybody to threaten you. Yes. Yeah, Nigeria is the biggest, the most populous African country in the world. And it's supposed to be the pride of, it's supposed to be like the United States in Africa because of the diversity and because of what it is endowed with. So Nigeria is a great country. What we have never had, and very good people too, very hospitable people. But bad leadership has over the time, made the people so poor and so vulnerable. Yes. And that is what we are working hard to change. And I'm believing that in no distant time, we will make that happen. It's a metamorphosis that we have to go through. So, my friends, my listeners, followers, yes, we do have a president. We don't have king. We don't need a king. Kings were responsible for the slavery that we had. Yeah, there are still some people in some tribal kings, but they don't influence political outcomes in Nigeria. So, and we don't need them anymore because they are too dictatorial. We put a king in power in Nigeria, it will destroy everything because they are greedy, they are selfish. They are the ones, their ancestors were the ones who sold over 20 million black people into slavery. And that some of them they brought here to the United States. A lot of them, they have them in Europe and all over the place. And then the Arabs, those kings too, were the ones who sold our people for 700 years to the Arabs. Yes, 700 years of Arab slavery. And then 400 years of European slavery. You see what we have been through. So that's why we will not put the power in the hands of any king. They are there where they are, ceremonial. Yes. Right now, there's a rogue who forced himself into the presidency of Nigeria. We have been trying to inspire the people of Nigeria to uproot him and send him out because he didn't win an election. But he has been there. The people of Nigeria have been so weak to rise up, like citizens of other countries have been rising up and removing their president that they did not choose. But I don't know. But the next election cycle for Nigeria is 2027. But I don't want 2027 politically for Nigeria. If only me could do it to stop it from happening, then remove this idiot that is holding the people hostage. But let us see how things goes. All right. I am upbeat. Be upbeat. Just be happy. And then just, cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. Do something, man. Don't let this depress you at all. It's a phase. It's just one day. Just keep on. Go about your business and you'll be okay. I can tell you. If you want, I will give you my number. You can call me so you and I can talk, behind the scene. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't be. So maybe later, I'll find a way to reach out to you. Then I'll get. I will send you my number so we can call. You can call me so we can talk. All right. No problem. No problem. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. All right. My daughter just called me, so I was telling her, no, you're gonna be okay. That's all right. I'm okay. And I know how the United States work. Donald Trump cannot put all of us in jail at once. I'm not sure he would want to even do that. When people talk on political podium, they want to talk things like that. But I'm not sure. And remember, there is the Congress. Even if they said the Republicans took over the Congress, but not all of them are extremists who will allow this country to go down. The country has an image to protect, and there are people who do not want this country to go down. So I believe they will all mean well, including Donald Trump. I see some of the things he says. There are a few things that I agree with that he says, looking at the way the United Nations is structured. So let us see and watch how he's going to operate. So be okay, my brother. Be okay. Be okay. All right? So we're going to be fine. So my listeners from within Nigeria, across Africa and around the world, I say a special thanks to you for your usual support. And then if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do that and help us build this global community of people who want the peace to prevail everywhere on the surface of the earth. And for Okowa, I would say that again emphatically that his arrest was deserving, and the EFCC must go beyond arresting him. They must do everything to extract a conviction that will put him in jail, and then seize all those things that he purchased with the money he stole from debtor, and including those that are outside the shores of the United States. Yes, he has a lot of investments outside the United States that the EFCC must seek collaboration with the FBI here to unearth and then sell and return to Nigeria. And that is what the best thing to do. I believe that if they approach the FBI, they will do that. And we will, make discoveries and then work with the law enforcement agencies here. Because these criminals from Nigeria who think that nobody can touch them and they do anything they like in Nigeria because the people have become so weak and they're watered down, and then they will accept whatever they shove down their throat. They know that there are some people who will not bow for them. And we will go all the way. They send us threats. They threaten our families for standing up for them, against them. They can't do anything. And that's why I was telling one young man yesterday, But that one is under radar already, because of his what he says. It's not that everybody loves what these people are doing. It's just because the system, our law enforcement agencies too, are a big part of the problem. The police in Nigeria, the army, they do not even understand their constitutional obligation. The police is treated like houseboy in Nigeria. They carry bags for the politicians and their wives. They carry umbrellas for them outside what they are supposed to be doing. They know they don't understand that their job is not to be subjects of these people. And there are more police guarding these criminals than protecting our people. Our people are so vulnerable. The same thing the soldiers are doing. The soldiers don't know that their job is to defend the country's territorial integrity, but they use them for internal policing operations. Yeah, I see them sacking villages and killing innocent and defenseless citizens of Nigeria. That has to change, and it's going to change with a new type of leadership. Those who understand what it takes to lead a country and not brigands like the criminals holding our country hostage. With this, we come to the end of this show, and I say you guys have a great day. While looking forward to you in our next broadcast. Thanks always for your support. And bless up. Let's talk. I would like to talk to you. All right? Bye for now.